Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Over the years, and I've been doing this now for, about 5 years. Crazy. I've given Kabam Mike a lot of flack. Now, I believe, because I have given him some credit, it's for good reason. You might call me a hater. I'm not going to suck up to him like Grounded Wisdom, which, let's be honest, is just Kabam Mike's burner account. But I'm also not going to be so critical that I can't give him credit where credit's due. I just feel that his tone is often passive-aggressive, petty, and sensitive, fragile. I'm going to use a word I don't like to use, but it's been unprofessional. And you might say to yourself, oh, it's a forum mob, they don't need to be professional. I think they do when they're dealing with people that they can tick off that could influence whether or not they spend money on their game. They're representative of their company. When I talk to my students about doing internships, and I write a lot of letters of recommendation for my students behind the scenes when they apply for internships and jobs, I talk about how your professionalism in the workplace affects your professionalism outside of the workplace. I talk about how if you play sports, you play how you practice. If you walk through practice, you might as well walk through the gate. All this is to say that as critical as I have been of Kabam Mike over the years, I am as thankful for Kabam JAX, and not just because JAX still makes me think of the Mortal Kombat character with the very strong metal arm. He's just been a bright light. He was excited to come on board. He made a bold joke about not being able to fix the inputs in one of his first posts, which I found to be pretty entertaining considering Kabam is called Mission Accomplished on that. And even though I didn't do a video on this, I told myself I would and then didn't make a video this week. I mean, it really does call right now for the return of the Wednesday compensation. They've given us no further update, despite the fact that the aforementioned Kabam Mike did say that things were looking to, in the next couple weeks before July 4th weekend sales, hit the big compensation. Who knows? Maybe it'll be today. You just never know. I've been seeing this meme with Brian Grant where every time he brings up compensation, they delay today. It's kind of a sad meme, but also maybe true. I mean, who knows? Who knows what wizard is behind the compensation packages at this point? Compensation, as Mama Bear would say, comp and what? But Kabam JAX has been a bright light in all of this, and this post better reflects that. And I want to shout out my man, Mr. D Jones 6242, or excuse me, D Jones 6240 for sitting this over. Greetings, Summoners. Thank you all for your feedback on this topic. I know it's been an ongoing conversation. So again, he always starts by either thanking the community or apologizing for something that may or may not even be his fault. That's accountability. That's what we love to see. Accountability and transparency are our top two goals, and Kabam has said that's been their goal before, even if their actions did not match it. I know it's been an ongoing conversation this week, and I've been trying to track down any info I can. The dev team, or development team, is well aware of the Node Champion A synergy. It appears it was a mistake, and some defenders were added to the usual list of defenders selected for that Cavalier buff. We are striving to have this be an exception, not the norm. Our apologies. So, thanks the team, thanks the player base, apologizes. Paragraph 1, paragraph 2, this could be in a PR textbook, which usually Kabam Mike is, but not for the reasons listed here. I also saw some chatter about the CAV Event Quest rewards. It turns out there are ongoing conversations evaluating potential changes for these rewards. Nothing concrete yet, but more information to come soon. Now that is what we like to call a journalism tease. I've said this, a lot of you have said this, we've echoed this, although not for a few months on the channel. I don't mind if you give us Thronebreaker difficulty in CAV difficulty, as long as you give us Thronebreaker rewards. What they've done in the past year especially is, some months more than others, made the difficulty worse, especially for you Cavalier players, that this is supposed to be Cavalier difficulty, but really it's more like Thronebreaker difficulty. But they haven't buffed the rewards, so it's Thronebreaker difficulty with Cavalier rewards at best, and that just makes it, from so many of you who've told me, like, unplayable, especially to explore. You think about how it used to be a big deal to get that Tier 5 Class Catalyst Crystal. Now, we can get selectors easily in side quests. So there needs to be like a 20% selector, especially if it's a Nexus. Because what it ends up being right now is not, of course, even a selector. It's just a nexus that gives you a 50-50 chance. Let's say you want to target tech. It gives you a 50-50 chance, but usually my research on my account has shown whatever class you're close to forming is usually not going to pop up because the algorithm is the algorithm. That's why selectors are the best, because they give you full control, not full chance. I always say the best way to spend money on this game is to eliminate the chance and fulfill the choice. Sounds like a biblical passage too. Kabam JAX, you deserve a raise. Thank you for this preview. I appreciate the info. Have a great rest of y'all's day. Happy Friday. Thanks for watching.